जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं
Paramahamsa Nityananda is a rare living incarnation, a yogi by birth. He has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English, books in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese, with translations in 26 languages are available. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 8,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services, ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world offer exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. Having meditation centers in 151 countries including Bidadi, Tiruvannamalai, Rajapalyam, Salem, Hyderabad, Varanasi, Los Angeles, Ohio, Seattle, San Jose and Phoenix. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nityananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers. Adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, he has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands, gracing them with spiritual powers. A spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples worldwide in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places like Bangalore, Hyderabad and Tiruvannamalai in India. A dynamic young guru who is an inspiration to thousands of youngsters. India's most watched spiritual guru online. A beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nityananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment.
आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्तमयं बन्धं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दगन्धसञ्चारं सर्वोपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं वन्दे ज्ञानालयं नाथं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्.
Swamiji, can you please talk about Newton?
How I want new generation to be. Rather, I can say what kind of new generation I am going to create. Because I don't stop with want to be. I just create what I want. I never stop with the idea, I want this, I want that, and expect somebody else to take the responsibility. No. I want new gen to be completely stable and established about their identity with themselves experientially, about their identity with the people with whom you are living, about your identity with the human society and the universe. New generation should be very clear about themselves, what they want to do, what they are feeling like doing. The problem is, many times what they are feeling like doing they know, what they want to do they don't know, or how they are going to do they don't know. What you are feeling like doing, what you want to do, how you are going to do, the whole thing should be in align. New generation should be very responsible about what they are creating around themselves. Not just constantly fighting with others or fighting with themselves, not just constantly cribbing about the world. See, modern youth means constantly complaining, deeply dissatisfied, feeling miserable, unfortunate about the whole world. That is what has become modern day youth. See the common picture of modern youth: depressed, drugged, dying. Youth was never in this mess ever earlier on the planet Earth, because all the mechanisms which gives little bit of training for the youth from the young age is completely broken. One unfortunate thing, because of that you guys stand as policy orphans, identity orphans, cultural orphans. One fortunate thing is, because of this you can become enlightened. One unfortunate thing, because of this, all the mechanisms which trains people are broken. You become identity orphans, cultural orphans, policy orphans. You walk in front of huge temples which the whole country has built, but you do not even know why it is standing, what it means. What it means for your society. The other day one devotee came to me, not a devotee, a youngster came to me, and he was telling about some problem. I asked him, you are from where and all that. He said, in the Madurai South Tower side, the temple South Tower side. I asked him, where you are? He gave a internet cafe's name and he said, next to that house. I could not understand the internet cafe. I asked, are you saying in the street where the South Street board is there? On the huge temple tower, there is a board, South Tower. And after 10 minutes of conversation, I realized the place where he is saying is the same thing, where that big board is there on the tower. He has never seen that board, but he knows about the internet cafe. The internet cafe is a small one room with one small board. He has seen that, but he has never even looked up with awareness towards the tower where the huge board is there. South Tower.
Just an hour's drive from Bangalore, Asia's fastest growing city, is a unique space of healing, meditation and rejuvenation. Welcome to Nityananda Dhyanapitham. Experience soothing healing energies under the ancient wish-fulfilling banyan tree in the presence of divinity. Enjoy the unique anti-aging formula of the original Siddha Healing Spa with the 21-foot energized healing lingam and healing pool, the Vaidya Sarovar. Connect directly to God in the vibrant silence of Nityanandeshwara Temple. Savor the delicious Sattvic food served free at all times. Best of all, get a glimpse of authentic spiritual life at the daily morning satsang, worship, yoga and meditation sessions with Paramahamsa Nityananda. Rediscover yourself at Nityananda Dhyanapitham, the ultimate spiritual lifestyle destination. Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru, 97422-03311.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nityananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nityananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nityananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
Does this fellow know? For 500 years, the whole Pandya kingdom was building that building. If the whole kingdom is planning and building certain building, then the whole kingdom is obsessed with that concept. Of course, I should not be using the word obsessed. Maybe I should use the word devoted. Yes, you guys can see this photograph. Exactly this is what I was telling. This huge board he has never seen. The same tower, same board. There's a huge board you see saying South Tower. The fellow has seen the internet cafe just below this tower so many times, but he has never seen this board, South Tower. And he is living there at least for last 5 years. The new gen has become identityless, cultural orphans. One side, it is unfortunate, you become cultural orphan. Other side, in a way it is fortunate, you can be easily led to enlightenment. You can move towards enlightenment. Basically, yen living is new gen living. Enlightened living is new gen living. All over the country, I want akhadas to happen. Means the place where people practice the techniques for yogic body and Vedic mind, understanding the relationship issues, not just relationship with people, relationship with the whole. New Gen is my only hope. Next generation should be new generation, or it is going to be degeneration. If next generation is not new generation, humanity is not going to have any more generations, because we have reached the possibility of destruction, peak of destruction. If two mad people, not necessarily two, even one mad person becomes the head of one atomic power country, that is enough. Humanity will disappear. Planet Earth won't be there. Ball is missing from the court. If you want to keep this beautiful planet for the next generation has to become new generation. We have to become yogis, Nada yogis. Nada yogis means having yogic body and Vedic mind. Human civilization has to understand its responsibility towards your happiness. Please understand, your happiness is not just a choice. You can have it or you may not have it. No. Your happiness, you being productive, is an important thing necessary for humanity now, because your depression costs too much for the country and the humanity. Your depression, your ununderstanding, you being misguided, costs country too much. Misguided 2-3 youths can cause so much chaos to society. You can see how many young boys from some of the fundamentalist religion organizations are being used as suicide bombers to create so much chaos. I really can't understand. If 5 youngsters travel from all the way from Pakistan in the boat, come to Mumbai just to die, that is such a big task, going and teaching meditation. When it comes to positive work, how disorganized we are, lacking we are, yawning, lazy. But when it comes to destroying others, I don't know from where these youngsters get power. No, I really think if the same 5 fellows, I'm telling about the Mumbai terror attack, instead of dedicating all their life to killing people, if they had the same dedication and devotion, serving the society, they would have created a huge social service organization where they are ready to sacrifice their life. When you have the courage to sacrifice your life, you will do so much of positive work. I was really shocked how so much of sacrifice is misused, abused by the fundamentalist organizations.
Want to get divine guidance for your life directly from an avatar? Introducing Dial the Avatar.
Nityananda here.
Paramahamsa Nityananda gives yet another incomparable, unique gift for the whole world.
Swamiji! I really can't believe, Swamiji.
You got practically everything and too much for a phone call.
He has opened himself and is available
You
to
had
answer
that
questions
Baba
from
Samadhi.
anyone.
That's great.
Live during the daily morning satsang.
Now, you ask anything you want in your life. Ask me any boon you want.
Starting from 8 a.m., the lucky ones who dial 080-2727-9999 get to talk directly with Swamiji. Watch all of this live at ntv.nityananda.org.
Question is, dear Swamiji, in yesterday's satsang you spoke about live-in relationship as compulsory before marriage. Suppose after 1 year, if I don't feel compatible with my boyfriend, should I dump him? How many men will I try out like this before finding the right life partner? What is the solution? Devangi, the moment you are not ready to take the responsibility, I think Manu is right for you. Don't even look at the fellow you are going to get married before he ties the knot on your neck. Have a covering, let him cover himself. Tie the knot, after the knot, in the first night, in the dim darkness, see him first. That is the solution for you. Come on. One side you want freedom and the possibilities of life. The other side you are asking me to take the responsibility. Come, go on trying out till you are 40, or take the responsibility of getting settled with one person after 1 year. Within a year, see, use this 1 year not to decide should I dump him or live with him, but to make yourself settle with him and make the other person accept you. That is why yesterday I used the word tapas. Do this more like a tapas than this trying out mode. I am not asking you to have the mental setup of trying out. I'll try out this, then dump, next I'll try out, no dump, next try out. No. I am asking you to do this as a tapas, where you are constantly working on yourself. If you are working on yourself, naturally the first one itself will click. At the most second. You don't need to be constantly trying out. See, even for sannyas, I tell people, no, 1 year try out. See how it flows, how it goes. Let's see later on. Even for sannyas, I tell people, after all, sannyas, any moment you can give up. It's nothing wrong. After 5 years, it is not that you have to live. You tried, it did not work out, say bye, no problem. Nobody is going to be offended. If you drop your sannyas, nobody is going to be offended because it is between you and you. Even if you drop the sannyas which I gave you, I'll never be offended because I don't give. I'll ask only you to take it. In sannyas, nobody is going to be offended. It is just you. Even in that, I am asking you at least 1 year try out. Because in the modern day, you guys have become so mood swingy. That's the right word. Vivekananda very nicely describes a monkey which has drank arak and which has been bitten by the scorpion and possessed by a ghost. How it will be? Your mind is like that only. Devangi, either you take the responsibility or give up your freedom. Don't go on asking me solution for every small point so that later on you can blame me. No. I can give only the options. You will have to make now decisions. I know the modern day youth is really suffering. Humanity has never faced this crisis. I have created a 1-year program where you can study the spiritual truths.
Nitya Yoga practices to create healthy body, spiritual discourses to develop mental health, meditations that help balance emotions, kriyas to break mental patterns that create suffering, opportunity to express leadership qualities, techniques that improve creative skills. Learn to break all self-limiting barriers to achieve your dreams. Ananda Yogam.
I am providing a platform for you to think, meditate, contemplate and decide about your future. I am giving you 1 year free food, shelter, clothes, above all the spiritual education and intelligence and intuition to take decision about your future.
Every participant is taught the Vedic truths to live life as it leads in a nurturing ambience, along with inspirational spiritual education that helps bring out the best and achieve one's highest potential.
Youth across the world can come and spend a year in Ananda Yogam to work on you to discover your future, to discover your destiny or recreate your destiny. I'll open my house for you for 1 year completely free. Come and stay here, discover and recreate your destiny.
Interviews at Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru, 97422 03311.
Question is, I love my boyfriend a lot, but sometimes he becomes verbally and emotionally abusive. How do I respond to him? I don't want to give him up. Diana, first thing, when you love him, easily you will be able to inspire him to look in, inspire him to understand abusing verbally and emotionally is a wrong pattern. It is neither mental disorder nor complete health. Wrong pattern. Don't make it as a mental disorder. Then you will be in a bigger guilt. Wrong pattern. Make him understand it is a wrong pattern. Once he understands it's a wrong pattern, naturally he will give it up, or he will at least find a method to give it up. That's all. But I tell you, just for this wrong pattern, giving him up also is not right thing. As you said rightly, you yourself say you don't want to give him up. Make him understand it's a wrong pattern. Maybe you tell him provoking him is the wrong pattern you have. Being provoked is the wrong pattern he has. Both of you decide to give up the patterns. I think when you love somebody, you will be able to sit with that person and make him understand. Surely he is not an enlightened guy. He is not going to say, no, I am completely as I am. If you want, you surrender, or you do what you want. He is not going to tell that. He also wants to work with you. He must be ready to come down to your level. So, Diana, make him understand it is just a wrong pattern, nothing more than a pattern. You also look deep. You will understand exactly how provoking pattern is inside you. You must be provoking him unknowingly or sometime knowingly also. Make him understand being provoked is a wrong pattern. You also understand provoking him is a wrong pattern you are carrying. When both of you decide to drop the patterns, life becomes spontaneous living.
The Ingenious Program, a field of all possibilities. The children in the Ingenious Program are directly under the guidance of Enlightened Master Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Nithyananda is an incarnation and exudes the knowledge of conflict-free living. He states that enlightenment is our birthright. What an incredible gift for your child, a once-in-a-lifetime privilege to live and thrive in the energy field of all possibilities and give enlightenment to your child. Where every child can become a genius. Learning can unveil the genius in every child, provided it stimulates higher-order thinking skills, positive self-esteem, teamwork, and an internal locus of control. Research has proven that holistic teaching methodologies paired with meditation stimulate whole brain functioning and result in self-directed, spontaneous, and creative lifelong learners. An enriched environment. When young children have an enriched environment conducive to early learning in life, they have higher IQ, cognitive intelligence, EQ, social emotional intelligence, and SQ, spiritual intelligence. These early experiences are critical for the development of the child. Peer pressure and destructive social conditioning can take its toll on the child. It can create negative thought patterns and destructive behaviors unless these enriching experiences are provided. An enriched environment includes whole brain activities which stimulate the utilization of both sides of the brain. The right brain is responsible for creativity, intuition, spontaneity, quantum memory, learning in a flash, and computer-like calculations. The left side of the brain is responsible for inner linear thinking and analysis. When both sides of the brain are integrated, performance is optimal. Brain Yoga. Brain Yoga activates the ability to balance the right and the left brain. This helps open the sixth sense. Children are given activities to balance both sides of the body simultaneously, using distinctive postures that stimulate both sides. The neurological brain patterns move from beta to alpha, increasing alertness and attention. Quantum memory. Quantum memory is a constant downloading of information without interference of the mind. Observation skills are directly related to memory skills. Reading without interference of the mind, reading at quantum speed, will lead to quantum memory without the mind getting in the way. Creative and performing arts. Dance, drama, music, sculpting, and design offered in the Ingenious Program provide kinesthetic motor stimulation to engage the brainwave patterns, resulting in expanded creativity and resourcefulness. Sattvic food. Children are given the benefit of fresh sattvic food prepared to the standards according to the ancient Vedic lifestyle. The food is fresh, with fruits and vegetables. Vegetarian food creates radiant health in the body. Vedic cultural arts. Sanskrit chanting stimulates the brain to produce full brain coherence, developing clearer perception and integrated thinking. Chanting also promotes inner silence and improves the attention span. Meditation and expanded awareness. Meditation instills a deep silence in the child, resulting in deeper, richer perception and clarity in thinking. Ingenious produces the next step in evolution, a mature human being who functions at a higher state of consciousness. Expanded awareness provides the platform for a vision of all abilities of life, perfect health, prosperity, and life without conflict. What more could you ask for your child?
If I can just teach this one science to the kids, I will have millions of enlightened beings. I recently got married and had a good relationship with my in-laws. As time passed, things slowly changed and I can see changes in my mother-in-law's attitude towards me. How can I ensure that the relationship stays on good terms? Sita Venkat. First thing, Sita, the most difficult thing on the planet Earth is to maintain relationship with mother-in-law, Indian mother-in-law. It's almost like these black magicians maintaining their relationship with ghosts and bhutas and pretas. Neither you can give up, nor you can completely maintain. You need to maintain, but can't maintain. Anyhow, I'll give you some practical suggestions. Try whether these suggestions work with you or not, with your mother-in-law or not. First thing, decide very clearly before the relationship gets sore, not to stay in the same house. If you stay in the same house, overexposure. Familiarity breeds contempt. That's the first lesson. Second, try to spend time. Please understand, when I say try to spend time, only meet and depart. Don't stay together. If you stay together, the constant bickering of our thinking and constantly being tortured by your thinking for her will become too much. See, in her thinking, naturally a mother-in-law thinks of holding whatever you have and retiring. But a daughter-in-law is supposed to think of high achievement. Your life is flowing towards high achieving, creativity. Her life is already retired, settled. Naturally the clash will be too much. So only meet and try to spend time, talk, make her understand you are only going to add to her security. You are not going to add insecurity to her. Understand? You are not going to add insecurity to her. You are only going to add security to her. Look in. You also may be feeling your honeymoon is over with your in-laws. Understand? Honeymoon does not happen just with your husband or wife. The feeling goes away even with your in-laws as time passes. Look where you are losing the newness of relationship, where the other person is losing the newness of relationship. When the newness of relationship is getting lost, you always feel the other person is a threat. This is the basic secret in relationship. When you are afraid of somebody, be very clear, that person is also afraid of you. Give that person the feeling, don't be afraid of me. I won't do anything. then naturally you will see you are free from your fear. Abhayam sarvabhudebhyo. When you make her understand, you are only going to add security to her life. You will not create any insecurity to her. Naturally, your insecurity will be cleared.